It's been a time that you would do much many more songs than that. I mean, we were doing like 13.
No.
Which leads us right into the first question. I've been asking everybody. I just said. I said back in the day, we did a lot more songs than this. That signifies that you've been doing this for a while.
We've been 13, 14, sometimes 16 too. Like for real.
So you've been doing this for a while. You know, a lot of people know you've been doing the show. Y'all see me on the show. But so what makes this CD release different than all the other ones that you've had? You've had quite a few CD releases in your career. Quite a few.
This one is ours. It's different. It's so different. When the other CD releases, we sang as a part of another group, and we were just background singers. We are the artists, so it's different. It's different.
You guys recorded originally Live Project. What year?
2008.
Why the long time span between 2008 and now it being what it is now?
It was honestly two things, and I'm a little ashamed to say it kind of wasn't one. It was, were we ready for it? You know, like could we do it as artists, as minstrels, insert gospel buzzword,
right?
You know, because it's set for. We were doing things slowly but surely. We were going to the studio. We were doing the background vocals. We were, editing. We still worked, but we didn't. We could have got this done, honestly. We had the resources and the mind to we are artists. Let's go ahead and get it out there. Let's do it. We could have got it done, honestly, in 6 months. 6 months later. But the thing was, we had to wait on money to do background vocals. So, and the place we were doing, shout out to Roger Heiss and Tone Zone. Excellent, I love him. We've been around Roger Heiss and Tone Zone for, let's see, I started doing background 16, so almost 22 years. Yeah, almost 22 years. I mean, we did vision stuff. We did, you know the we overdubbed the GMWA men's choir, the women's choir, the children's choir. We did all that. So we would do, and we did Cedric's album. We did that in some of that was done in Tone Zone. I mean, he's known us forever, but shout out to him. But he's a real studio. It was a certain amount of money an hour. We weren't in the studio doing stuff like that. Singing it in a closet. We were singing it.
But even given that, and I know this person took a different approach than a lot of artists did because they don't have the skill set to do so. So a lot of stuff, a lot of preparation, a lot of that stuff that will be haggard out in the studio, like, oh, let's do this over here, you were able to take home and do your own stuff with it. Would you been able to do that, let's say, we talking technology now.
Okay.
10 years ago, would you been able to do what you did with this project 10 years ago?
No. I had, I've been a Pro Tools user since, for those of you who listen to the show who know, since a Digi 001. It came out in the early 90s, so it was Digi 001, Digi 002, Rack, Digi 003. I've been a long time Pro Tools user, but when I moved to HD, Pro Tools HD, I had to take another leap of faith. It's like, okay, this is going to cost me thousands of dollars, so we're going to make this
of
my own money. So we have to make this work. I have to know how to. I want to know how to do this because I don't trust anybody else with my music just yet. Because I've heard so many horror stories where you get in there, you do these albums and you sing all this stuff and it comes back. They didn't over auto-tune you. They didn't do the cuts right. I know what I wanted my album to sound like. The group's album to sound like. Because having being the vocal arranger and writing most of the songs.
Speaking of, not to cut you off, how do you balance that? How do you balance that? How do you balance being the artist, being the producer, being, how do you balance all those things?
It's really hard because sometimes when we're up, like Edwin said, entertaining and performing, I'm still listening to everything.
Right.
And like, oh my God, he just played the wrong note.
Right.
Oh my God, that project is really wrong. What the heck is she doing? So for real. Because it was a few times tonight, I was like,
I heard it, but I was like, oh,
wait. But most folks don't know. My face gives it away every time. So I have to balance that. it's very hard to balance. I just leave it. It's very hard to balance. You know, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I've learned to ignore the background singers. You know, the rest of the group, I've learned to ignore them. Because when I'm singing lead, I cannot listen to them because Jan will do something. She'll stick out. I'm like, oh my God, that was off the chain what you just did. And I can't stop. Like, yeah, you sang that soprano, no? Or I can, Pat like, what? She hollering in the background. I'm like, I can't stop singing while they hollering. So it's very hard. I'm getting better at it.
I asked the other members, and I'm dumbfoundedly didn't ask the question. I asked them what the title meant to them. But I didn't ask anybody who came up with the title.
Actually, I think Pat and my mama came up with the title because it was actually a fulfillment of prophecy. Because we were prophesying that, there'll be a remnant that would, bring him to the broken. All the prophecy. Blah 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 blah. Prophecy. I'm sorry.
Spit. Yeah. Somebody call it. Which is what prophecy is all about. Because people give the mic, be talking all kinds of stuff, but if that stuff ain't sitting in, and somebody ain't listening and catching what was being said, you just rambled on.
So it was. What it means is exactly what it means. Just friends, fulfillment. It's a fulfillment of prophecy. I'm just glad, now the Afterbirth is out. I'm good, It's like how we in the gospel world we say, you're having birthing pains. This is so. I mean, if I had, maybe I'll come to the show, come out of the house and do the show again. I will, I can't give specifics because it's kind of private, but I'll give generalities of what we've gone through. We went to not having any musicians 2 weeks before the release. Everybody was, only people that were there. We had a drummer, and we had the bass player. That was it. That's all we had. To having 3 musicians, we went from no musicians, 2 musicians to 5 musicians for the night.
And not no shabby musicians came upon later on. I mean, you got some people.
I got my old school people. I'm sorry, no offense to the young ones, but I love my old school. Because that's what kind of group we are. We're old school kind of.
And what I love the most about Just Friends and my brother thing here, not only that, because I know because I'm picky at it. Picky. So what I come to, who I support, whatever. But I ain't gonna say. Anyway, there is, other than the spiritual side, there is a technical side that is just is on point. It's on point when it comes, whether y'all doing that stuff live, whether it's studio stuff. The studio stuff is off the chain. Y'all heard a little bit of it. It's good. It's good. I'm just saying, it is. It's that we got the contemporary cut. We got the traditional cut. Like you said, like Edwin said, it's not too many.
We did have 12 songs, so we had to cut one because it just wasn't ready. But it was another function.
So, tell the people. I know it's up on your Facebook how to get the project because you guys have it now. So
you got
to move it. Yeah. I know y'all don't own nothing. Yeah, sure. You don't own nothing, but you still want to make some money out of it. All right.
So this is actually it is. By the time this probably comes out, this will be available on CD Baby.
He means that's gonna take me forever to edit it.
Go ahead. It will. So CD Baby, it'll be on Dig Station, and depending on how long he takes, it'll be on iTunes. So it's Just Friends Fulfillment.